name is Brandon, and this is my coworker Adrian Walsh. We've recently been hired by a man named Mr. Hyatt, which he owns a sole proprietorship, Odyssey, alright? And basically our job right now is to increase the profits that he makes for school lunches. So we recently went around the Odyssey community, being scholars, and finding out which favorite food items each class likes, which is pizza. I mean, it dominates.
We plan on raising the sales by having each day pizza day, since everybody in Odyssey loves pizza. So the main point of our project is basically to increase, is to increase the efficiency in the school and drive the sales up. And so how we're going to do this is we will compare all 4 days with a specific food day. So basically, we'll have regular lunches. People choose whatever they want. We'll add up revenue, and which is a normal schedule. And then after that, we exchange all those 4 days of pizza days, since everybody loves pizza, and we will see
which one makes the most money.
Yeah, we'll see which week makes the most money, the all pizza day week or the regular week where people just order what they want. And we are hoping that since everybody loves pizza, that we will gain a lot of revenue and possibly profit from it.
So our summarized thesis is basically if pizza day has the most sales that day, a shift in preference, income, or expectations for the foods for each day will encourage more scholars to purchase their favorite lunch item, which is pizza. We plan on finalizing our data using theoretical graphs.
Never mind. By the end of some of the specific time period, we will have a specific amount increase in profit. You will also be able to see the shift in preferences as well as both supply and demand graphs.
Great. So now let's move on to the more important stuff. Here's a summary of what I said with the shifters of the graphs. Basically, we have 3 shifters. A shift in preference, a shift in income, and a shift in expectations. First of all, a shift in preference and taste would be greatly beneficial. Our recent surveys from about a week ago shows that over 80% of the Odyssey students enjoy having pizza. If they love pizza so much, why not give them it? So the graph before the week shows that all the days besides one day was pizza day, which is just a normal schedule. Now we're going to take that total revenue of that graph and compare it to a 4-day pizza lunch day and see which one makes more of the money. Now a shift in preference, obviously you can tell that they would prefer pizza more over than regular food. And I also mentioned a shift in income. So let's say Donald Trump is elected for president. He's actually president, all right? And instead of doing something with those people over there, he gives all of the charter schools money, like funds for their schools. So basically, what that means is that our school could probably use the money for more pizza, which can increase the price of the pizza, but still sell the same quantity. So it's bigger on Mr. Hyatt's paycheck, but it's also great for the kids because they have a bigger income. If let's say the juniors and seniors, they got a raise in their jobs if they have one. They get more money, they can still pay for this, $7 pizza. Now after this, I'll show you the graphs, see how it makes more sense. Okay? Now Adrian here is going to take turns, so here we go. Listen to this guy.
Alright. So we have realized that throughout the project that we have to find methods to increase our school's efficiency and sales. This is dictated by the law of diminishing marginal utility, which is where if you intake or have too many consumer demerit or merit goods so many times that you get sick of it and that you want to have something else. But it's called that you don't want to consume the item or use the item anymore because you want to experiment with other things. Overall, a big factor that can dictate whether a person will buy certain items to increase school sales can be due to social forces, political forces, and cultural forces. And back to this diminishing marginal utility, overall I think the pizza plan will work because everybody likes pizza in the school. Pizza Day seems to have the highest sales, so it's highly unlikely that people will get sick of the pizza. So let's talk about the social forces. that can affect a person of buying an item from our school's menu. This can be due to tastes, expectations, taxes and subsidies, prices of other goods, or substitutes. What I mean is that someone will not be interested in buying a consumable good if others give bad reviews about it. Maybe it's too brittle or too soggy, who knows what the reason may be. But for all that I know is that it can be for any of the 5 reasons. If a person is told that, let's say the item was as expected, so let's say the pizza, then it gets around, chances are that no one will want to buy the item that got a negative review because it would be a waste of money, and who wants to waste money on a crummy item when you can get something better? I know that I would not want to do that. The one way this will not affect others if the person simply does not care about the food. So maybe they don't care about how the food is, as long as it's what they want, or what it's as long as it's the food they want, then they don't really care. That's the only way it wouldn't really apply. Another way that a person would not purchase pizza or an item would be through cultural reasons. For example, if a person's religion did not allow them to eat meat or pork, this would shift the supply in general because it's not the price that's shifting, it's their religion that is not allowing the person to consume the item on the menu that the school is providing. It would then fall to their religion's rules. So basically, if it's not price that's changing, then if it falls down to religion, it's not price, then the whole, the supply would shift. I can relate to this because I have a Hindu friend named Sachin that cannot eat meat because his religion believes that if you eat meat, it will result in a bad reincarnation after death. So what I'm saying is that if people that can't eat certain foods we are serving, for instance, our pizza, then this could have an opportunity cost and possibly bring down revenue and profit. Because then we have to think about, well, if we serve this, then certain amounts of people won't be able to purchase the food item and can lead to loss. So the way we counteract this is we would serve also cheese pizza, so that way there is no pork on the item or meat. And for the people who can't eat meat, we would do sausage. What's the other? It's
chicken.
We could do chicken. We could do the Hawaiian type, or the full-on, the supreme pizza. Let's see. Overall, I think that many people in the school are very fond of pizza. Based on observation at the lunchroom of a huge amount of people, students purchasing, just walk up, purchase it, or previously purchase it online. Also, this relates to the law of demand because if they are a part of religion that prohibits meat consumption and there is only meat-topped pizza, it may lead to a change in demand for that item because less people will be demanding it because they can't eat it. Which can also shift the demand line down because it has to do with through religion. What's it called? When I say this, I'm just saying it as an example of what could happen, but cheese and pepperoni pizza will be served to potentially counter this problem, and more types of pizza like Hawaiian, etc. One last unlikely thing I'd like to discuss, just for the sake of the project, is political forces. Now, I doubt there would be any political forces, but let's just use it for the sake of the project. Let's say if Mozilla is a Democrat Party association and maybe someone is a hardcore Republican and refuses to use it just because it's run by Democrats. This can ruin the corporation's intent to get others to use their good and ruin their marginal benefit and make their sunk costs more crushing to the company. It would do this because there is less downloads for the search engine. Now, this is an example for political force that can get involved, but I highly doubt there's political forces for pizza. I'm just saying it for the understanding of each force. Now, the last thing I want to discuss is how we went through the certain steps to complete our project. First off, let's talk about our positive economics, so what is true. We found that on the pizza day that most sales were made with the lunches at school on pizza day. So based on statistics given by our boss, we made a thesis that involved pizza and drew out a way to cause more profit for the school to achieve, which is to have pizza day every day. The reason is so that we give our scholars what they want, which is the invisible hand theorem. If we give the society what they want, our scholars, then the company will succeed, which is Mr. Hyde's sole proprietorship, and in this case, the school. Now, for the normative economics, which is what should be, we played around with what would happen. We assumed that if we did pizza day every day, then sales would increase because statistics show that it is the day where most purchases are made towards the item in general. So cheese, pepperoni. It could be 1 slice or 2 slices. No matter what it is, it's going to be sold either way. So I made a thesis that states that if more pizza sold every day, then profit will increase for the school since we are giving our scholars the food they love to eat. Finally, we put the art of economics into effect by applying, which is basically by applying our plan with our statistics, backing our information up in order to give us a strong, reliable evidence to give our foundation.
Now, if you didn't understand all of that he just said, let me show you a couple of graphs of mine. I have personally gone through the files and created at least 3 graphs that you guys should look at. And especially you, boss, because I'm getting paid for this. So basically, essentially, this is going to be before the pizza week. So I have 2 graphs, a demand graph and the demand line and the supply line. So over here, as you can see, cameraman, this is online for $3.25, and then this is a walk-up for $5.25, or $5 actually. Got confused a little bit, but that's $5 for a walk-up and $3.25 for online. As you can see, the quantity most people that demanded bought it online, and the other people unfortunately got it for a way more expensive price. 12 people. Okay, there's 12 people. So basically, that's the graph for the demand. That's the demand line, and this is right here the supply line. So online, there's 325. It's the same thing basically, but the walk-up. Since that much people ordered, all I gotta do is just take 1,002, the total amount of students in our school, subtract that by the online price, which would equal, I'm gonna do the math real quick, 885, which is the total amount of walk-ups that could have been supplied. Alright. Okay, so here we have just the graph of what a regular day is. So the total revenue would equal $220 for the regular, just the regular. Alright, so we have price, obviously, quantity. Price is always going to be on this side, quantity is always going to be on the x-axis. So we have $3.25, and we have $5 for the prices, and we have, just to make everything shorter because we're running out of time here, I just put them in tens.
So the tens are in thousands right there.
No, it isn't. They're actually like in...
Or no, not thousands.
Tens to hundreds, you know?
Yeah, hundreds.
Alright, so this right here is going to be the demand line. This is the supply line. And basically, this is the points that we graphed on the previous chart. And if you want, you can skip back to the video. This is also the supply line. Same graph. Actually, there's actually an equilibrium point over here. So I had to drop $4. And at this price, this is how I found out the total revenue from both quantity equilibrium and price equilibrium. Oh gosh.
Alright.
Okay, so here's after the pizza. This is going to be after the regular week, but it's going to be the entire pizza. So here's what we've come up with our data, with our remaining data, and what happens if a shift happens. So it's just a theoretical / graph. Can you stop zooming in on me? So online we have 0, 2 pizza slices online, 8 people, 2 walk-ups. As you can see, there's more walk-ups than online, which means that the graph is going to go, instead of down, it's going to go up. So it's going to go reverse. I might have gotten that wrong, but I'll make sure to tell you after this. So if there's a shift in income or preference, we can raise the price to $7 since more people want it, or, you know, they get more money. And this is what it would, this is like theoretical, this is what we do. We're going to subtract 1,002 from all these. That's what it would equal. As this is the demand line, so supply line, we have the exact same thing, okay? But we're going to have to graph it the other way because that's how supply lines go. Alright. So now I actually just use the same graph, but instead of the regular day, it's now the pizza day. This is just a regular, you know, Wednesday pizza day. This is what the graph would look like. As you can see, there's more walk-ups. The demand line goes up for walk-ups. Supply line just kind of stays, you know, going in the same direction as well, but not the same direction, but they go the same direction. So demand line goes up. And the next graph I'm about to show you is if, like, what happens when we add, you know, $7 because of a shift, you know. So, yeah.
Okay, so what we have here are the top 3 favorite lunches voted on the forums we sent out to all the scholars. We have pizza, sloppy joes, baked potatoes, and teriyaki chicken. So the total amount voted for pizza was 81, Sloppy Joe's 27, baked potato 16, and teriyaki chicken 29. Alright, so this is just the graph for the tables that we just showed you. So this is for pizza. Since it got the most votes, it had the most sales, it starts at the highest. Then baked potato, since it got the lowest, starts up at an average amount and gradually decreases down to 0. Sloppy Joe's, again, started good, went down, and then had a little increase, but then went down again. And teriyaki chicken stayed pretty constant, except for this decrease right there, and it just
My name is Brendan, and this is my coworker, Adrian Walsh. Basically, but hired by Are we rolling for now? Hello, my name is Brendan, and this is my coworker, Adrian. What did I say? Coworker, Adrian Walsh. We recently been hired by NAM. Re-roll.